What's the vibes, y'all? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening, whenever this video may find you. I'm Dream. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy1. And we're about to get into some playoff picks. Quick recap of yesterday. 0-2 unofficial picks I gave in the video. I gave out 2 live plays on my timeline. Celtics over first half, KD over 22.5, both covers, so we finished going 2-2. I gave out KP a blunt money bet plus 360. I think it was to hit 3 threes. That hit. So a profitable night all in all. Some lays ain't go the way they were supposed to. Maxey, I might double back if Embiid out game 2. I might double back with Maxey again, but him getting hooked on that 2.5 assists was annoying. And hey, I guess that's why it was low. And Derek White, Derek White. That's why I didn't want to ladder him. It was a good look, it was a good play, but it was a Malcolm Brogdon type game, and that's why I didn't feel good about laddering him. So tonight, love my plays. Think we about to end up going 4-0. I don't really say that much, but I love these plays. So let's get into them. We're gonna get into my plays and then a couple blunt money bets, and that's gonna be it. So first, Knicks. All right. I go on FanDuel, PointsBet. You can even probably go on DraftKings, shop around. But when I don't like playing a quarter or a half or a 4-game spread, what I tend to do is play a double result. So like on FanDuel, you can go under first quarter and you can find, double first quarter full game double result. So you'll see Boston Celtics / Boston Celtics, or in this case New York Knicks / New York Knicks. I said the Celtics because that's the last time I cashed out with them last game. I don't know if I made a video that day, but we had Celtics first quarter full game money line parlayed together, and Celtics first half full game money line parlayed together, and they both hit, both cashed out. Gonna do the same thing with the Knicks today. Knicks first quarter money line parlay with the full game money line is minus 115 on FanDuel. Shop around, you may be able to get a better price. First half minus 140 on PointsBet for them to win the first half and the full game. First half money line, full game money line combined, and that's where you get the 140 from. So like I said, I love these type of bets when I don't want to just bet the actual number, the 1.5, the 3.5, 4, the 6.5. Like, I just think this is a lazy way for me to bet a trifecta. Now, I did this with the Cavs. It ain't worked before with the Cavs, but it's been good for me all season. Like I said, Boston just did that with them in Atlanta in that closeout game, and they did what they were supposed to do, even though they fronted game 1. That's a whole nother conversation against Philly. But yeah, I love the spot for the Knicks tonight. Must-win game. You lose this game, series is probably over because you're gonna lose one of those games in Miami and you're coming back to New York 3-1. We've already seen the Knicks in this position before in like a must-win game where they felt like, okay, if we don't, get both of these at the Garden, it's gonna be an even series because it was 1-1. They stole one from from Cleveland as expected because we was on New York for the series. But when they came home 1-1, they still wanted to win both games because if you split, then what was the use of winning one there? So they already been playing under this low pressure, or they've already felt this low pressure like, okay, this is a must-win playoff game. Not as crazy as, tonight, but must-win game. You got Jimmy Butler, who may not play. If he does play, I don't think he's going to be 100%. It's playoff Jimmy. He could always go for 50. He can always go for 60. But if you watch the end of that game, he was clearly a decoy. Like I told my boy, I was watching the game with my boy. My boy, he's a Miami fan. He didn't think Jimmy was coming back in the game. I'm like, nah, he going to shoot these free throws, and then he going to stay in the game because what's the use of him shooting the free throws so he can stay in the game and then fouling and putting the Knicks on the free throw line. So you just giving them 2 points right back. So he gonna stay in the game, and that's what ended up happening. He played defense the best he could and against the worst offensive player they had. And on offense, he literally, if you go look back at the last 3 minutes, there's a possession with him sitting in the corner. The whole possession, he's just doing this. Acting like he gonna shoot, just playing around, trolling, because he didn't move from space. He had a couple other possessions, Bam dribbling down at the end of the clock to close the game. He didn't move. So he was a straight up decoy. So if he plays tonight, I don't see that ankle or whatever it is completely healing in 48 hours. So if he plays, he's going to be compromised. He's going to be hobbled. Add that with a must-win game for the Knicks. Give me the Knicks to come out heavy. I can't talk you off of betting the Knicks. This is a game where I can see the Knicks up 5 at end of the first quarter, 10 at the end of halftime, and winning the game by 15. I could see that. But instead of going through all that, like I said, give me the Knicks full game money line, parlayed with their first quarter money line, minus 115 on FanDuel, and then give me minus the Knicks first half money line, parlayed with the full game money line, minus 140 on PointsBet. And I didn't even mention Julius Randle, who may play. If he plays and Jimmy don't play, this is a great line. If Jimmy plays, I think the line stays the same. If Jimmy goes out, this line might balloon to 9, 10. So, yeah, we on it. And those are the first 2 plays for the day. Next, for this Laker game, and maybe I'll give my thoughts on the series in another video, but for now, we're just going to keep it on the picks. First pick, AD under 4.5 steals versus blocks. Now I know people who actually follow this is like, what? That's crazy. But just hear me out. First of all, it's minus 160. So you can take that, or you can take that and just take it by itself. Lay the heavy juicy fruit. Hate to do it, but you know sometimes you got to spend what you think is worth. A good deal is a good deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you see a Bentley, you know, for $20,000, it's still 20 bands, but it's a great deal. I'm not saying that this is a great deal like that, but you know what I mean? That's what I'm getting at. So, minus 160 for this is why I think it's a steal. AD went over this number 5 of 6 games against Memphis, including games with 7 blocks, 3 steals, like 5 blocks, 4 steals. Like, he was going crazy. He was the best defender on the floor. I think he had that in for JJJ, or maybe he just was on his stuff. Whatever it is, he was amazing last series. I can't talk you off of that. I'm not going to front on that. Okay, now let's get into this series. Memphis averaged the most points in the paint this year. Golden State Warriors averaged the 27th or 28th most points in the paint this year. What does that mean? Less opportunities for block shots. They're a jump shooting team. Yeah, they will drive, but they're a mid-range 3-point shooting team. They're not going to be Ja Morant going to the hole trying to dunk on people with reckless abandon. They're not going to be Dylan Brooks throwing up dumb floaters because he has nothing else to do in his bag. It's not going to be JJJ throwing up soft hook shots that AD can just palm. It's not that. If somebody going to the hole, it's going to be Wiggins trying to dunk, or Wiggins with a floater, or it's going to be Steph with a floater, Steph with a layup. But more than likely, we're going to see a lot of jumpers. That's how Golden State plays. That just is what it is. And even if Golden State drives, in their scheme, they're going to try to have it so AD ass is somewhere on the perimeter. And even if he's not, still, that's why you take steals and blocks. Stocks, steals and blocks. So, other numbers. AD against the Warriors. I think this is since he got to LA, but against the Warriors, he's gone under this number 7 of 9 games. It kind of speaks to what I was just saying. You don't have that many opportunities as you would against a Memphis, a team that's just going to drive, or maybe a Milwaukee, a team that's just going to drive. You don't have that many opportunities. All right. Next, AD in the playoffs since 2020, the Rockets series. I don't know. I think the Lakers played Portland before that, so I couldn't get those stats. I ain't paying for stat views, and I ain't feel like doing too much research, but I had got all I needed from going back to that Houston series. But yeah, AD in the playoffs, going back to the 2020 series in the bubble with Houston, going through that championship run, going through this year, all that stuff. Before this year. He's only over this number 2 of 19 games. So typically in the playoffs, AD does not go crazy with that. So all these numbers basically tell me now, again, that's aside from the Memphis series, which was kind of tailor-made with all them driving to the paint like that. So all this number, these numbers just basically tell me that I need to be on his under. This number may end the series at 3.5. That's why it's 160 right now. Maybe it'll be 185, 180 when he goes under this game. Who knows? At that point, it's a parlay piece. Shit, right now it's a parlay piece. I took it single, and I took it with the Knicks money line. I got like plus 112 with that. Heavy on the Knicks tonight, as you can see. So again, love AD under 4.5 stocks. This is not a number. He's a great defender, maybe the best defender in the league, but this is not a number he typically covers against the Warriors. It's not a number he typically covers in the playoffs. He just doesn't. Add in stuff like foul trouble, fatigue, all them good things. I'll take the under. All right. Last play, then we're going to get into some blunt money bets. Donte DiVincenzo. Donte, can you do something for me? All right. Donte been our guy, man. We done cashed out a lot with Donte between points, between assists, between rebounds and assists, between PRA, between his threes, under three. You know, he did us dirty with that last game, but I had him capped to a T, and I believe I still have him capped to a T. This game, expect decreased minutes from Steph, decreased minutes from Clay, decreased minutes from Dre, decreased minutes from Wiggins, and expect increased minutes from Moody, increased minutes from DiVincenzo, increased minutes probably for Poole, and maybe even see a little bit of Kuminga, because them young boys was crying, whining about not having no time in that first series. So this is kind of a game where you kind of reset, fill each other out. Not saying they don't want to win. I lean Lakers, but I ain't going to bet them. I'll try and catch them live. But it's just a game you fill them out. Steph coming off a 50-point game 7, where he probably played 40-plus minutes. You really think 2 days later he trying to come out, play 40 more minutes, and go for 35 again? If he come out hitting the shots, okay, it's Steph Curry, yeah. But I don't see him being that same aggressor. He's going to try and get Clay off. He's going to try and get Wiggins off. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to play less minutes. I'm kind of talking myself into a Steph Curry under here. He's going to play less minutes. Now, who comes in when Steph goes out, when Wiggins go out, when Clay goes out? And who did I say wasn't going to play much in Game 7? Who he didn't? It's going to be Donte DiVincenzo. He's going to come in. He's been the good soldier. He's been the one not crying. Okay, coach, you need me to play 8 minutes this game? I'm in there. You need me 22 minutes this game? I'm in there. And I'm going to do what you tell me to do. I'm going to get my defensive assignments. I'm going to assist the ball. I'm going to score if I can. And I'm going to rebound the ball. I'm going to defend. I'm going to do the little things. He is a coach's dream at this point. So I will take his over 4.5. I hope I didn't say 8.5. I will take his over 4.5 rebounds and assists. This is just what he does. This is a line that we like playing with him, all right? Couple numbers. He went over this number 4 of 7 games last series, and his minutes were all over the place, all right? In 5 games last series, he actually played 16 minutes, 16 plus minutes. I think he had one game where he had like 26 minutes. But in 5 games last series, he played 16 plus minutes, and he went over the line in every game except for one. So I will take Donte. If you ever watched him play, he's sneaking for rebounds. He don't really like to shoot, so he gonna make the extra pass almost every single time. If he drive, he not really looking to score. He looking to kick. So telling me all I gotta get is 3 and 2 out of him, and I'm expecting 20 minutes tonight. Love it. Give me Donte DiVincenzo over 4.5 rebounds plus assists minus 115. I got this on BetMGM. That's the only place I could find it. You know, if you want to be spicy, if you have no other options, you want to be spicy with DraftKings, then you can play this over 2.5, over 2.5, over 2.5 assists, over 2.5 rebounds. They both plus money, like 125, 150. If you want to do that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm good. I'm going to just take the rebounds and assists, minus 115. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. It's minus 130 on BetMGM. Don't give me the line. It's minus 130. I'm going to take that. I love it. Okay? Again, like I said, expecting 20 minutes from Donte. Last but not least, we got a few blunt money bets. First, blunt money bet, Gabe Vincent. 20.6 rebounds. 20.6 assists. Right now, widely available, it's more than plus 1,000. Unless Jimmy got ruled out while I'm doing this video. And this video took dumb long to post yesterday. I'm like, yo, I don't know what's up. So, you know, I get my numbers up and all that, stats up, and I'll be able to go live. It'll be much easier. But until now, and I got great Wi-Fi. I'm the only one in here. And I got the brand new iPhone, like the newest iPhone you can get. So, like, I tried to post it on Wi-Fi. It took a minute. I tried to post it off Wi-Fi. It took a minute. I can't call this. I don't know how long it's going to take this video to post. It's like 9:45 in the morning right now. You might not see me till noon. So hopefully these lines don't change. I am going to post on my page. But For the blunt money bets, they still should be widely available unless Jimmy Butler is ruled out in this time. All right, Gabe Vincent, 20 points, 6 assists. If you want to do 4 threes, 6 assists, can't talk you off that as well. That probably won't be plus 1,000, but it might be like plus 700, something like that. And this Gabe, if you've been watching Gabe the last 2 games or even the whole playoff, Gabe gonna shoot that thing, and Gabe also will assist that thing. I gave out his I didn't even give out his live assist. I had his live assist in LA that ended up cashing for me. I didn't have his live assist, I'm sorry. I had his over 3.5 assists in LA. He had none at halftime, ended up with like 5 or 6 in the game. So, you know, if you're looking for another little value play, the value plays I gave out yesterday ended up being decent, especially Harden. I think that's a good value play. Gabe Vincent over 4.5 assists. I may get there. I'm just going to wait for the Jimmy news. But for now, blunt money bet, 20 points, 6 assists, Gabe Vincent, plus 1,000. Next 2 blunt money bets are futures. You can find them at DraftKings, all right? AD to lead this series in scoring, plus 700. It's simple. Like I said, I'm expecting Steph to chill. Clay might have a game. Wiggins have a game. Maybe Poole actually wake up and have a game where Steph don't gotta average 30. You know, Steph can have a couple games where he go crazy. Have a couple games where he have 18, have 21, have 23. AD need to score for the Lakers. If we gonna win this series, Laker fans, sorry. If the Lakers gonna win this series, AD needs to be the best player on the floor as much as possible. That means 30 a night. Simple. Maybe even a 40-point game in there. He has to be dominant. So if you're gonna give me him at plus 700, I'll take it. Yeah, LeBron can score, and I do think LeBron has an amazing series. We get into him next. I think LeBron's got an amazing series because it's just so much going on with the Steph love, and Steph could get 5 rings like Kobe, da da da. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. So I think Bron gonna try to remind people what it is. But yeah. Bron could have a great series, but I'm taking AD plus 700 to lead the series in scoring. And then last, LeBron to lead the series in assists. Ain't nobody no assister in the series. We ain't got no Chris Paul. We ain't got no Tyrese Halliburton in the series. We ain't got no damn James Harden in this series. We don't have nobody that's like a pass first player in this series. So give me the best passer in the series, LeBron James, to lead the series. And I guess you could say Draymond is a pass first, but he's a defender. He's a power forward. And Draymond, I think, is favored, or Steph is favored, to lead the series in assists. But this is Draymond Green. He can get kicked out of the game. You know what I'm saying? He gets suspended. He be in foul trouble. There's one person that I know going to be on that floor. It's LeBron James. And there's one person that I know is a triple-double threat every single night. That's LeBron James. So plus 500 for him to lead the series in assists, go ahead and give it to me. I will take it. All right? Again, these are blunt money bets. The point of them being blunt money bets is that you just sprinkle what you would pay for some blunts. So if you go to the store and you get the 3 for $5 Dutches, that's blunt money. That's what you should be sprinkling on these bets. If you want to do a little less, that's fine. You want to do a little more, that's fine. But these are blunt money bets, man. These are just something to have fun. And if it hit, add on to your bankroll, add on to your blunt money bet bankroll. That's what it is. So quick recap. We on the Knicks first quarter 4 game money lines parlayed together. That's minus 115 everywhere probably, but I got that on FanDuel. Knicks first half 4 game money lines parlayed together. Got that on PointsBet, minus 140. Drink the juice. AD under 4.5 steals plus blocks. Under 4.5, minus 160. We drinking that juice again. But if you want to parlay it with the Knicks, plus 112, like I did, can't talk you off of that. But we'll leave the AD under as a standalone play. And Donte DiVincenzo for the Warriors over 4.5 rebounds plus assists. Minus 130. I got that at BetMGM blunt money bets. AD to lead the series in points plus 700. LeBron to lead the series in assists plus 500 or 550. I don't remember what I just got it at. And Gabe Vincent, 20 points, 6 assists tonight. That's plus 1,000. As always, like the page. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the page. Got a lot more coming. Appreciate y'all rocking with me, and let's go. This good 4-0. Y'all know the vibes, man. All right.